Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi and today we are going to learn about some different plots, okay? So basically some different plots we are going to see that what are some different plots and how do we plot them in basic statistics, okay? So this is the topic which I would be taking today. Now, so let's get started. The first plot which I would be telling you today is stem and leaf plot, okay? So just let me write one and stem and leaf plot. Okay, now just let me do one more thing. Let me take a little bit. Okay, this is done. Stem and leaf plot. So basically first let me tell you that what is this. So basically stem and leaf plot is used when your data is very small. Okay, so basically when you have a small data, then we use this stem and leaf plot. Now how do we do the things in that? Now let me quickly tell you one. Let me take some examples. Okay, let's say I have a number that is 23. Okay, so in this 23 what I would be having, this 2 and 3, these both have different names. Okay, so this 2 would be having a stem, so this would be named as a stem, and this 3 would be named as a leaf. So this is how the things goes in stem and leaf. Let's say I have the number 2 is a stem and 3 would be my leaf. Let's say I have another number that is 49. So here my 4 would be stem. Okay. And this 9 would be my leaf. Done. Now what I have next? Let's say I have three numbers. Now my three numbers are, let's say, 2, 3, 2, 1, 5. Okay, let's say I have 2 and 5 in random number. So this 2 and 1 would be my stem. It's stem, okay? And then this 5 would be my leaf. So this is how we just differentiate between the stem and leaf plots, and this is how we make these plots. Now what is the next thing? Next thing is that, let's say here I'm taking let's say I'm taking 3 points. Let's say they are 23, 21 and 25. Now if I have just these 3 points, I want to plot some stem and leaf plot for that. So now what I will do, I would simply write this, like I would make a line, and the either side I would write a stem and on the other side I would write leaf. Okay, so it would be like this. Now next, I have these three data points that are 23, 21 and 25. So in the stem, let's say, like as I told you that the first number is a stem number, okay? So in the stem, I would simply write 2, okay? Now in my leaf, for the first number, I would be writing 3 in my leaf. Now here the thing goes like, now in the next turn, you need not to write 2 this side. No, you will not write this thing. What you will do, you will simply write this 1 in front of this 3. So it would be just whenever someone would say and say, okay, this is stem leaf plot, so what it will be considered as, it will be considered as 23. Then the next would be considered as 21. Okay, and now here I would also write 5. So this third would be considered as 5 and this would be considered as 25. So if you are having the stem as same for many of the numbers, so what you will do, what you will just quickly write the stem this side, and you will go on adding and adding and adding different leaves this side. Okay, so this is the main idea that how we make a stem and leaf plots. Now let me write some data points here. Let's say I have 33, I have 35, then we have 43, I have 46, then I have 50, then other than that I have 55, again I have 42, then I have 39, and let's say I again have some number that is, you can say 51, and then I have 48. Okay, so these are some numbers which I have. Now I quickly want to plot a stem and leaf plot for all of these numbers. So what I will do, I would quickly write this stem this side first, okay, and on the other hand side I would write leaf, and between them I would simply make a single line. Okay, now what's the thing that we're going to do? Firstly, I would check from the starting of the numbers. I would say, okay, I have the first number is 33. So its stem would be 3 and my leaf would again be 3 because the number is 33. Now next number I have 35. So my stem would remain the same, that is 3, but my leaf would be 5. So this would be 5. Okay. Next what I have? Next I have 43. Now I would make a new stem, that is 4. And in the leaf I would simply add 5. Next number I have 46. So my stem would remain same, that is 4. And in the leaf part I would add 6. Next what I have? Next I have 50. So here I would write 5. And on the leaf part my 0 would be added. I have 55. So my stem would remain same. And on the leaf side I would add 5. Then what I have 42. So I already have a stem as 4. So in front of that stem, I will quickly add this 2 in the leaf portion, right? Now what again I have? I again have 39. So 3 I have in my stem. So in the leaf, I would quickly add 9. Next what I have? Next I have 51. So I already have 5. So in place of this leaf, I would quickly add this 1 this side. Okay, so my stem would remain 5 and my leaf would be 1. Next at the last what I have 48. Okay, so I would be having this 4 same. Okay, my stem would remain same, that is 4, and in the place of leaf I would be adding 8. So it will just quickly become this 8 this side on the leaf. So now what we have stem, leaf. So in my stem I have 3 points, that is 3, 4 and 5, and in my leaf I have different points. So this is how we make a stem and leaf plot. Okay, so this is how we do the things. Now the next plot which I would be introducing you to is the line plot. Okay, so just let me have a different color this side and let me choose a color from here this side only. Okay, now just let me go down. Okay, so we have here. Now secondly, I would be taking my line plot. So it's line and here we have plot. Now I would be letting you about know that what's line plot. So basically it is a very common plot which you have must seen in your magazines, articles, in somewhere blogs, in networking sites. Everywhere we see the line plots and bar plots. These two are very common plots. So just let me write this bar plot also, and I would be taking a one example, and in that I would be just telling you about both the plots, that is line plot and that second one is the bar plot. Okay, so now I already have a data here, somewhat say, just let me go now down, let me go down. Okay, so here I already have a data and just let me, okay, so that data is some random one. Okay, so I haven't gone anywhere and just collected the data, it is a random data, and just let me make the box. And so here like lines are a little bit here and there the side, but do not mind that things. Okay, so yeah, completed. So my like box is completed. Now what I would do, I would simply write teenagers this side. So what this data is about that, like how many times the mothers need to remind teenagers of doing a single piece of work. Let's say your mother has asked you to go and bring some you can say some pulses from market. Okay, so this is a data on that only, that okay, mothers need to remind the teenagers how many times to do a single task. So this is on that thing only. Okay, so here we have teenagers and here I have frequency, and it is frequency. Okay, now I would be listing some data and let's say it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have a shortage of space, so just let me clear this down line. Okay, and I would just again take the same color and okay, let me take this one 4. Now I have 5, then I have 6. Okay, so it is going up to 6. No, not 6. Let's have it till 5 only. Okay, otherwise it would take a very long time. Now what I have frequency from 2, then 8, 18, 14, 7 and 4. Okay, let's say I have these data and these are random only. No need to just have these things remind. Okay, now I have the teenagers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I have frequency as 2, 8, 18, 4, 7 and 14, 7 and 4. Okay, now let's say this is a random data, this is an, you can say, exceptional data. Okay, now I want to plot some line plot for these. So what I would do, I would simply firstly make this line x and y axis. Okay, so here we have x and y axis. So basically how like they work, so just let me take a next color. Okay, so this one is the y axis. Okay, so I'm just writing the things also this side, and this one is the x axis. Okay, now whatever will be our frequency, I would be taking that on my y axis. Okay, so on my y I would be taking my frequency. Okay, and on my x axis I would be taking teenagers. Okay, so just let me write teenagers. Okay, so this is how we will be doing the things. Now just let me go, and the teenagers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so just let's do one thing, let's erase the 0, 1. Okay, the 0, 1 I will cover afterwards. So here what we have the teenagers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and frequency is something like 8, 18, 14, 7 and 4. So now here what I need to do is that I need to take my frequency of an interval of 2, right? So just let me see. Okay, so from here it starts from 0. I would be taking 2, then I would be taking 4, I would be taking 6, I would be taking 8, then it would be 10, it would be 12, and now I need to rub the above portion. I hope by the time you all have noted all the things. And okay, just let me have that color once again. And now here I would be having some like 14, and let me exceed this line. Okay, and on my y-axis, x-axis, I would be having the is like teenagers, and that would go from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is the thing. Now what I was having as a data, just let me quickly see my okay, on the 1 I was having 8 frequency. So the first one was having the frequency as 8. So in front of it I will just put this dot. Okay, and if let's say I have taken that 0 data also. Okay, let's say I have taken that 0. So while 0 was just pointing towards 2, so that would be come somewhere here. The dot which I have put here, it would come somewhere this side, right? So this is done. Now next what I have, next I have my 3, my 2 would be having 18 and 3 would be having 14. Okay, so 2 would be having something like, okay, so it's 18, so let's write it here this side. Okay, so somewhere 16 must be somewhere in the between, and this 18 is somewhere this side. Okay, so this 2 would be pointing towards the 18. Now what third I have, my 3 would be having 14 and 4 would be having 7. So my 3 would be having 14. So this 14 is somewhat here. Okay, my 4 would be having like 7. So I would put a simple dot between 8 and 6. Okay, so it's something. Okay, so it's something here, right? Yeah. And the next what I would be having next okay, so it's something 1, 8, 14, sorry, it's 8, 14, 8, 18, 14, 7 and 4. Okay, my 5 would be having 4. Right, so here I would write 5 and there is my 4. Now what I would do, I just simply pointed this point. Now I would simply just join all these points. So just let me write and join in a little bit like fine manner. Okay, so I would join them, just 1 second. Okay, now what I will do, I would simply take a little, you can say let's take a highlighter. It would be more easy for us. Okay, so I would join something this, then I would be taking it to this point, then I would be coming here, I would be joining this, and then I would be joining this. So my line plot would be something like this that I have made it just now. So this is how we make a line plot. Okay, now just let me tell you about the bar plot. Okay, so bar plot is something in which we make single bars. Okay, so now just let me have a different color and I will tell you the here only. Let's say I want to make the bar plots for here only. So here what I have made, I have singly joined these all things using a simple line. Now what I will do, I would simply make some bars. Okay, and now let's say bars are only like this. So this thing, and let's say this, then on the 3 I was having something like this, and then 4 I was having like this, and then 5 I would be having like this. So this is how we make these bar plots. So in this video I have just told you about stem and leaf plots, bar plots and line plots. So basically how do we make and how do we plot these plots. So I hope you just got the point overview that what are these and basically how do we do these things in statistics. Okay, so this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and bye bye.